In 1899, thousands of passengers, moving like controlled puppets, marched in perfect unison toward the bow of the massive ship. Without hesitation, they jumped one after another into the freezing Atlantic waters. This horrifying scene unfolded in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. Some passengers who hadn't lost their minds quickly tied themselves and their companions together. When the hypnotic spell finally broke, only a dozen people remained alive on the entire vessel. All this happened because the ship had sailed into mysterious waters. 4 months earlier, an identical vessel, the Prometheus, had disappeared along the same route and remained missing. Unfortunately, this dangerous area was directly on the Kerberos path from London to New York, a journey that typically carried over 2,000 passengers and crew members. Shortly after entering these waters, a mysterious ship appeared on the horizon. The Kerberos fired signal flares, but received no response. The captain, accompanied by a small group, boarded a lifeboat and approached the Prometheus while anxious passengers looked on. They expected to find bodies everywhere, perhaps even evidence of cannibalism. Instead, they discovered a ship in complete disarray, covered in rust, without a single person aboard. As they explored in confusion, a sudden noise came from the dining hall, specifically from a locked cabinet. Everyone jumped back in fear, except for one woman who calmly approached and opened the door. Inside was a boy, neatly dressed but expressionless. How had he survived for 4 months on this ghost ship? The woman took him to her cabin and cared for him, asking about the missing passengers, but he remained silent. Meanwhile, the captain reported finding the Prometheus to headquarters, who responded with just 2 words: "Sink it." What secrets did this ship hold? The captain decided to change course. Instead of continuing to America, he would tow the Prometheus back to England. This decision angered the passengers, but the captain was beyond caring. He realized the Prometheus captain must have kept a logbook that could explain everything, so he and the woman returned to the abandoned vessel. The woman theorized that the missing passengers might have been burned in the ship's furnace. They searched separately but found nothing until the captain discovered the Prometheus passenger manifest. To his horror, he saw the woman's name listed. Even more shocking, meanwhile, tragedy struck the Kerberos as passengers began dying mysteriously. First a little girl, then 3 adults. Their bodies showed no signs of attack or poisoning. Panic quickly spread throughout the ship. This series, called 1899, was released in 2022. If you're interested, check out the full show.